since the coup last Wednesday. According to the report, he has been allowed to return to his official residence. The move came shortly after the army entered the capital Ouagadougou to negotiate the surrender of the coup leaders. Burkina Faso army troops have entered the capital Ouagadougou without resistance. Witnesses say the military units were greeted along their march to the capital by crowds of people cheering. Police say they have begun negotiating the surrender of the coup leaders. Now, for an update on the story, we are now joined on the line by Channel Africa correspondent Bernard Bankukira, who has been following the story all the way from Bujumbura in Burundi. A very good morning to you, Bernard, and welcome to AM News. Now, can you tell us what is the latest on the ground?
Yes, as you said, what's happening in Burkina Faso now, we've been following because it is a little bit similar to what happened here in Bujumbura, whereby especially the residents of Bujumbura tried to march in recent months to demand the President of the Republic to give up with his third-term bid, which unfortunately succeeded. But what happened in Burkina Faso maybe is a kind of success, according to some people with whom I talked to here in Bujumbura, saying that maybe the population has succeeded where we failed. Last year, Burkina Faso mounted a revolution which succeeded by overthrowing the long-standing president, Compaoré, and then an interim government was installed, and the opposition made another major success by countering the presidential guard who wanted to spoil what they had done. So they think that maybe Burkina Faso is a very great success where the Burundian residents failed. Now, it's true that things are changing hour after hour. We had yesterday the army marched on Ouagadougou now to disarm the presidential guard who had seized the power, and recent reports is that the president, they have been released, and also the coup plotters had previously announced that they would release him together with the prime minister who were taken hostage. So things are changing hour after hour, and also to help to say that everything is changing due to intervention of the regional leaders. ECOWAS now intervened to help to convince the coup plotters now to withdraw from their move. So things are changing hour by time by time.
Now, as you say, it does change hour by hour, because first there was initial resistance by the coup plotters to hand over power, but now we believe there's reports that the general is handing over power back to civilians. How true is that, and can you confirm that?
You say, can you repeat the question, please? No, I didn't hear.
How true is it that the coup plotters will hand over power back to the civilians, because before there was resistance to do that? Yeah,
now, these are reports which are coming out from Burkina Faso. There is this pressure that is being exercised by the regional leaders who maybe militated for the return of the president, the after president and the prime minister. So this is information is coming out, and I think efforts, pressure is being exercised. Also, might have been enabled by the position of the military who marched on Ouagadougou to disarm the coup plotters. So maybe they have wanted to avoid a bloodshed in there. Maybe we can wait in the coming hours that things might evolve.
Mm-hmm. Now, Can you just briefly tell us what parallels can we draw between Burkina Faso and Burundi at this point in time?
Now, Burkina Faso, as I said, last year mounted a revolution to oust the long-standing president, Blaise Compaoré, who had stood for 7 years, a dictator, a military dictator. They succeeded. They succeeded and installed a president, an interim government, which was preparing general elections expected on October 11th, which unfortunately or fortunately have been a little bit moved forward. Now, in Burundi, this was a popular will, a popular revolution. Now, what happened in Burundi was it was not to oust a long-standing president, but it was the objective of the march that happened in Burundi was maybe to speak, to voice for the respect of the constitution and the Arusha Agreement. We have the president who had the will now to run for the third term, in the contrary to the Arusha Peace Agreement signed in 2000 under the constitution. But unfortunately, they did not succeed, if I can say that, because during the march, there was a military coup which occurred on May 7th. Now, this military coup appeared to have spoiled all efforts that had been done by the protesters in Bujumbura, as they appeared to come to the objective, but unfortunately the coup spoiled everything. So between Burkina Faso and Burundi is that Burkina Faso openly succeeded, but in Burundi the protest failed.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That was Channel Africa correspondent Bernard Bankukira, and we do apologize for the bad connection there to him. Coming back